Good evening, Scala! And a very warm welcome to the live show of the 2022 Songlines Music Awards in partnership with Soundcrash and supported by Agilia. My name is Paul Gagan, the Managing Director of Songlines, the magazine that looks at the world through music. And of course, it's fantastic seeing all of you tonight. Our last public event was back in 2019, and over the last 2 years we had to go virtual. It was great reaching audiences in the tens of thousands, but it doesn't come anywhere close to this. And it makes us realise how important these events are and how important it is to support artists, venues and promoters. So, thank you all for coming out tonight and showing your support. But it's time to get the show started. So will you please join me in welcoming on stage your host for the evening, the hardest working DJ on the airwaves, the incredible Cerys Matthews.
Thank you very much. Good evening, how are you? Louder, how are you? Isn't Scala beautiful? And you are too. Listen, it's great to be here again. This is one of the most exciting award ceremonies of all because it celebrates recordings made by musicians everywhere. And at the same time tonight, we get to welcome some of the winners who've travelled here to grace the stage and perform for us live in person. Yes. Songlines magazine readers among you, are there some? We'll know that some categories were announced back in May, but tonight we're revealing for the first time winners in the newcomer category and World Pioneer. Before we move on to those awards, I'd like to just congratulate the rest of this year's Songline Award winners. The winner of the Best Artist category this year was Malian guitarist Samba Touré. The Best Group went to Tirana Tirona All-Stars from Albania. The Asia and Pacific category winner was Ustad Sami from Pakistan. And the Americas winner was the Afro-Peruvian singer Susana Baca. Yes! So is it time to get the show properly going? Is it? I think so. So to the first of tonight's special awards, it's Newcomer. And to announce the winner, please welcome on stage one of the leading forces in UK jazz. It's London-based saxophonist and composer, Nubya Garcia.
Hi everyone. How are we doing tonight? You all good? Are you all good? There we go, there we go. Let's keep the energy high. Okay, so my name is Nubya Garcia. Thank you for that lovely warm welcome. The Songlines Newcomer Award is given to a musician or group who have only released their debut album. Previous winners include Alosman, El Hasoro, and Kafire. This year's winners were also nominated in the Africa and Middle East category for their album Woloso on Jazz Refreshed. There are 16 pieces that include the cream of London's music community. Please welcome on stage 2022 Newcomer winners, Balimaya Project.
It's been a crazy journey with everybody. I'd like to thank everybody in the band because I couldn't do it by myself. Jali Bakari Conte, Abubakar Konate, Skanda Saba, Paul, Michael, Moses, Sonzi, Jonathan, there's a lot of people. Crispin, who else? Elias, Ifes, Nat, I said Johan, Jamal, everyone's reminding, anyone else? I said Skanda already. Jilly, Tristan Dubison on kit, Jazz, Princess as well, our tour manager, and Scala as well. They've really helped us out on the road. I also like to say a big thank you to Jazz Refreshed. I don't know if you know about the amazing label that has pioneered essentially a whole generation or two of London jazz across the capital, of jazz in the UK really and truly, and really centering black voices, really centering the black community. Ajaranye Kojugu, it's really a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for recognizing our songlines as well. They've been really supportive. And yeah, keep feeding into the community. Keep listening to music that you're not used to. Keep trying to push boundaries. Don't never drop anything. Our instruments are traditional, but we are from London and we still find a love in our traditional and contemporary music for where we come from. And we're so proud of that. Thank you very much. We hope to see you again. And take care.
We've got a thrilling mix for us tonight. Do you fancy some desert? Some Mississippi blues? Some Mediterranean trance? I think so. Please welcome on stage the winners of the fusion category. UK's Justin Adams and Italy's Mauro Durante for Canzoniere Grecanico Salentino.
Nobody knows where it goes. All of these fallen shine bright, darkest bright moon shining, darkest blue. Everything living warms down. Everything living warms down. so much. That's a short version of what we can do. Please come and see us, and we'll play all night. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Come give a speech. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you so much. I mean, actually, it was at a previous Songlines Awards ceremony that I saw Mauro, who's an old mate of mine. We've known each other for 10 years. But his band Canzoneri won one of these awards. And it was 4 years ago. And I'd been thinking, listening to music, listening to his music, and thinking about what I wanted to do and what I was up to. And I said, why don't we make a record, Mauro, you and me? And he was just like, yeah. And so, you know, it's an example, a case in point of a moment where, you know, the support of something like Songlines, which brings things together, brings people together, draws attention to music, and how it does create things. It makes for creative projects. One thing I want to say, beyond sort of thanks to everybody, and, you know, obviously there's millions of people behind, blah, blah, blah. One thing I want to say is we're in the category, I believe, of fusion music or whatever. But I think all music is fusion, because all music, there's no such a thing as cultural vacuum. No music exists in a cultural vacuum. All cultures have been speaking to each other, because we're all human. The world is small, and obviously all cultures are connected. And this whole idea of nations division is irrelevant to those of us that are living and communicating through music. So that's what I want to say.
Well, actually, 4 years ago, it was me asking him to collaborate. I mean, I know none of you believed that it was the one proposing, but yeah. I mean, I was the one. It was actually introducing the band and introducing the award. It was the one actually giving us the award 4 years ago. So I took the chance. I said, maybe he likes us, so maybe I can try. But anyway, just one addition to what he said, which I really believe, it's that, in a way, being part of this community all together, to me, sounds like an ideal world we want for the future, with no borders, with the idea of being happy together, making music, making things we love, and sharing. Especially after these 2 years where we were basically isolated, the idea of going back to share for real is something which is really priceless. Thank you.
Next up is the winner of the Africa and Middle East category. Will you please give a very warm welcome to Malian kora player Ballaké Sissoko. absolutely my pleasure to award Ballaké Sissoko this award.
Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir tout le monde. Je suis désolé parce que là je parle pas l'anglais, mais je crois que là vous comprenez aussi un tout petit peu. Le français c'est pas ma langue maternelle aussi, parce que là je parle bambara, mais bon. Voilà. Là je suis très heureux d'avoir cette prix. C'est un grand plaisir que franchement que là je partage vraiment des beaux moments de recevoir ces trophées. Donc c'est pour là je remercie tout le monde. Mes parents au Mali, l'Afrique, ici, et puis la compagnie qui me donne ce trophée. Donc c'est pour un encouragement que je suis très heureux d'avoir ce prix. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, Ballaké. Merci. Now I'm tempted to do the rest in Welsh. Just to keep us on the ball, okay? Alright, amser nawr I ni fynd ymlaen at award special yn Osweth. Dyma'r un fawr. Fawr, big one. It's the second of our special awards this evening, and this is the big one. Yr un mawr. World Pioneer. Previous recipients, should we remind ourselves? Agilia, Chris Blackwell, Omara Portuondo, and to announce this year's World Pioneer winner, please welcome on stage Songlines Editor-in-Chief, Simon Broughton.
Thank you, Cerys. Good evening. So this year's World Pioneer has been around a lot longer than Songlines magazine, which started a mere 23 years ago. He was already active 20 years before that, and he's been one of the best known voices in Africa ever since. A decade before Songlines launched, he was part of that huge Amnesty International Human Rights Now tour, also featuring Peter Gabriel, Bruce Springsteen, and Sting. As well as being a groundbreaking musician, he's been involved in politics and in establishing a powerful media and music empire in his home country in West Africa. I've seen him on stage here in London, at WOMAD, and very memorably at the Fez Festival of Sacred Music in Morocco. He cunningly dubbed himself a superstar at an early age with his band Super Étoile de Dakar, but has gone on to more than live up to that name. So the Songlines Music Award this year, 2022, for the World Pioneer goes to Youssou N'Dour. Now, at this point, I was going to introduce him, but he was really going to be here to be with us here on stage. And then just yesterday, he was told to attend a meeting today with the Senegalese president. So Youssou's that sort of guy, you know. So anyway, he's very kindly, I know it's not quite the same, but he's sent us this video to have a look at.
Hello, hello, London. Hello, Songline. I'm really sorry I can't be with you tonight. Thank you so much, Songline, for this award. and your support to our music. This is real honor. Many thanks. Hope to see you tomorrow during the show. Thank you.
While we're in the video mode, I want to go on and share another video of congratulations from another admirer of Youssou N'Dour. So,
hey you, Nangadev, félicitations mon ami, world pioneer. It's a well-deserved award. I remember so well the first time I heard you sing in Paris in a tent dripping with sweat, but this voice came through, cut through like liquid gold, and has been moving me ever since. You know, I love what you do with your music. You've had a huge influence on my life, especially to the time we toured together. I was in Senegal. You have a very big heart. You have extraordinary musicians you've always had with you, and I remember very well, you know, Habib, who we no longer have now, and Jimmy and Hassan, and some of the great people you had in the Super Étoile. But from Super Jamino onwards, you've led the field, and so many people have been introduced not just to Senegalese music, but to African music through your voice and your music. It's a wonderful achievement, and thank you from here, from me, and from everyone that I work with. We all love you and what you do. So have a great night tonight. Jurajef.
thanks there to Peter Gabriel, of course. And in Youssou's absence, I'm very pleased to welcome on stage Youssou's manager, Doudou Sarr. Good to see you.
Well, don't know what to say because we were supposed to be on the same flight last night. I arrived this morning and he couldn't take the flight, so apologies on his behalf. I'm sure he would have loved to be with you tonight, but you will see him tomorrow evening if you're at the Barbican, so please do join us at the Barbican. Thank you, Songlines, as Youssou said in his acceptance speech. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I mean, just the range of music we've seen tonight shows that we need institutions like Songlines to keep up that work, especially in this time and age. I think, to me, Youssou's to African music what Muhammad Ali is to boxing and Pelé to football, and it's really deserved. I don't know any, I mean, I'm privileged to be working alongside him for the last 15 years, and I've not met anyone who's as passionate, as dedicated, as committed to the development of Africa, its music and its people than Youssou, so he really deserves this award. So thank you again, Songline, for recognizing all this effort. Thank you.
Yes, we're on to Romanian now. It is time for our final performance of the night. This next group of virtuosic musicians recorded a session a few years back for my 6th music show. Do you listen? Yeah! Thank you. And by the way, it's been lovely spending the night with you, so thanks for coming and celebrating this awards with us. Anyway, back to these musicians. They came and recorded a session. It remains one of my top sessions of all time, easily. To stand in a room and hear them play is something otherworldly, which remains with you. There was one song that they sang in that session, a song called Lume Lume. I'm not sure if they're going to sing it tonight, but when you go home, check it out. There are many different versions. It's a beautiful song. Moreover, last year saw this next group of musicians celebrate their 25th anniversary. So here they are, Hearts of the Heels from their anniversary European tour. Will you please welcome winners of the Europe category, the kings of Balkan music from Romania, Fanfare Ciocărlia! Absolute privilege to be able to congratulate you all from Fanfare Ciocărlia and say congratulations for winning the Songlines Award 2022.
Thank you, London! Cerys, thank you. Wow. What can we say? Well, actually, we must admit that the brass music monster right in front of you, Fanfare Ciocărlia, known to be the hardest and wildest brass beast out there, well, we kind of at a loss for words right now. Yeah, we really are. Because we are all very touched and proud and grateful to receive this award, and the timing couldn't be better as it coincides with the 25th anniversary of this band. We'll make sure to use this award to be even more driven to promote the music of the East European roots that we come from, and to spread good vibes, happiness, hope and peace to this world, particularly during these bleak times we're all living in right now. Once more again, thank you, Songlines, so much for your acknowledgement. And finally, we'd like to end this little speech with the title of our latest album, It Wasn't Hard to Love You. Thank you.
It just leaves me to say a few thanks tonight. You for coming and being this brilliant family. Also the vital support of Agilia, who are working at the heart of some of the world's most exciting major infrastructure projects and are committed to diversity of expression. Thank you, Agilia, for making this possible. Thanks also to the team at Soundcrash, Scala, and all at Songlines magazine and the Mark Allen group, who puts out great music magazines every month. And to all of you, every single one of you, without whose support this event would never ever happen. It's so good to be here. And we're here for the music, so we'll have that in just a second. We'll be back next year, and don't forget to vote in next year's awards from December at songlinesmusicawards.com. One more.
All together! Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, 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 bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, 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 bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Yeah! Boom! Three, stop! Thank you so much.